Okay, so when the direction of particles, the vibration and the direction of the wave is perpendicular to each other, the angle between them is 90 degree. So this kind of wave is called transverse wave. Clear? So in transverse wave, the extreme up position, this is called crest, and extreme low position, this is called trough. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now there are some characteristics of the wave. For example, first characteristics of the wave is amplitude. What is amplitude of the wave? Yes, could anyone tell me what is amplitude? Yes, anyone from the class?
Ma'am, could you ask the question again once? I couldn't hear.
What is amplitude?
Ma'am, amplitude is a high, it's the maximum height that a particle displaces from its mean position.
Yes, this is the maximum height. For example, we are having a wave again. So same transverse wave I'm going to draw. So this is my transverse wave.
Ma'am, there's no amplitude in a longitudinal wave, I suppose, right?
Uh, nahi, there is amplitude also.
But
But
in what direction, ma'am?
see, this is your longitudinal wave, no? So this
Yes.
is the amplitude of the longitudinal wave. This is the
Oh,
amplitude of the longitudinal wave.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, but in transverse wave, amplitude is this length, or maybe this length. This is the amplitude.
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Okay, so this is the maximum displacement of particle from their mean position. So this is the mean position. So from its mean position, how much up or how much down particle can go. That is the amplitude, means how far the particles of the medium can move from their mean position when always the sound passes through. Okay, so this is the amplitude and this is the distance. So obviously the unit of amplitude will be meter only, and we denoted this amplitude with capital A. Okay, so suppose you are having a drum, okay, and you hit that drum softly. So if you are hitting the drum softly, so the vibration produced in the drum will be of small amplitude. So there will be soft sound. But when you hit that drum hard, so amplitude increases, means there will be louder sound, because in that case when you hitting a drum hard, particle vibration will be more. There is more to and fro movement in the particles. They are more going to up to a certain direction, then again coming back to up to a certain direction. So the displacement of the particles, okay, the displacement of the particles will be more. So in that case, if you are hitting your drum hard, the amplitude increases, and it increased amplitude will produce louder sound. Okay, so basically amplitude depends on the energy of the vibration. Okay, means with how much energy particles are vibrating. Because if energy is high, so they will go up to it will go up to a large, it will cover a large distance. But if the energy of particle will be low, so they will cover a small distance. Okay, so if the energy of the particle is low, maybe they go up to like this distance only. So it is showing this is the amplitude. Now, if you are hitting the drum hard, so particle will move with higher energy. So they will cover a large distance. So in this case, this is the amplitude. So obviously this is greater than this. Okay, so amplitude basically depends on the energy of the vibration. Clear? Second property is time period. So what is time period? Who will tell me what is time period? Rudra, could you tell me what is time period? Rudra is there. Okay, Hansini, could you tell me what is time period?
The time taken to do one
Time taken to do one what?
to finish one wave or one oscillation.
One oscillation. Yes, time period is the time taken to complete one vibration. And what is one vibration or one oscillation? One oscillation means, suppose if we are talking about the pendulum. So this is the mean position. So from mean position is first go to its first extreme, then come back to mean, then second extreme, then come back to mean position. This is one oscillation. Okay, so from its mean position, first the particle will go to one extreme, then back to the mean position, then next opposite extreme, then again come back to the mean position. So one complete motion, this is called one vibration or one oscillation. Now, how much time is taken for this one complete oscillation? That is called time period. Okay, and time period, so the unit of time period would be what? What would be the unit of time period?
Seconds.
Seconds. Yes, unit of time period will be second. Okay, so if time period is smaller, so it means it is related to frequency. Let's discuss frequency first. Now, what is frequency? Yes, who will tell me what is frequency? Sahiti, could you tell me what is frequency?
Yes, ma'am.
What is frequency?
Ma'am, frequency is like.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Gagana, please.
Ma'am, the number of oscillations completed in a second.
In 1 second. Yes. Suppose we are having 1 second. So in 1 second, how many oscillation will be done? That is called frequency. Okay. So frequency is the number of vibration in a second. And what is the unit of frequency? Unit of frequency is hertz.
Hertz.
And this frequency and time period, these are inversely proportional to each other. So F is equal to 1 by T. Means, for example, suppose we are having an object and which is rapidly vibrating. So it is completing, say, 10 vibration in 1 second. And there is one object which is slowly vibrating. So it is completing, say, 4 vibration per second. So the one which is completing 10 vibration in a second, it is having high frequency. And the other one which is completing only 3 or 4 vibration in a second, which is having low frequency. Okay. Now, high frequency in sound, high frequency means what? Higher frequency means higher pitch, means shrill sound. For example, the whistle sound. And lower frequency means lower pitch, means deep sound, means the drum sound. So drum sound is having lower frequency, or the whistle sound is having high frequency or the high pitch. So basically frequency deciding the pitch of the sound. Okay, suppose if we are having some object and which is having 250 vibration per second. So 250 vibration per second means what? Is this time period or the frequency? 250 or 200 vibration per second. What do you mean by that? Is this frequency of the object or this is the time period of the object or
Frequency.
frequency of the object? And if we want to take out the time period, so how can we take out the time period?
1 by 200.
1 by 200 second. Okay, and unit of frequency is hertz. So could you tell me what is the range of for human being for the sound which is audible to us? I mean the audible.
20 hertz to 20,000 hertz.
20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. That is the normal audible range for human being. Okay, and below 20 hertz, that is called infrasonic sound, and above 20 hertz, that is called
Ultrasonic.
ultrasonic sound. Yes. Now, next property of sound is the wavelength. So, what is wavelength? Wavelength is the distance between two um, consecutive compression or two consecutive rarefaction. Say for example, or two consecutive crest or two consecutive trough. Say for example, we are having this sound wave. Okay, so this distance is wavelength, or maybe this distance. This distance is wavelength. So these are the crest and these are the trough. So the distance between two adjacent crest or two adjacent trough, that is called the wave, the length of a wave. That is called wavelength. So this is a length, so obviously the unit will be meter. Okay. Now compression and rarefaction or crest and trough are clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, compression is the high pressure area where air are closer, air particles are closer, and rarefaction is the low pressure area where air particles are not closer. They are dur, they are far apart. Okay. Now next is property of sound wave is the wave velocity, means speed of the sound wave. So what is the speed of the sound wave? Speed is the means how fast the sound wave is traveling from one source to the listener. So this is the speed. Simple. Suppose we are vibrating a drum, we are hitting a drum. So at what speed the sound wave is traveling from drum, means from object, from source of the sound to the listener. So that is the velocity. So velocity basically it is frequency into wavelength. So there is a simple formula for velocity. This is frequency into wavelength. This is the formula of velocity.
Ma'am, lambda is wavelength, right?
Lambda is wavelength, yes.
Ma'am, V?
V is the velocity.
And F is the frequency.
F is the frequency. And lambda is the wavelength. Okay. Acha, what are mechanical waves?
Longitudinal.
Ma'am, both longitudinal waves and transverse
Transverse
waves are
waves.
mechanical waves which require particles to move, I guess.
Yes. Both longitudinal and transverse wave are the mechanical wave.
Which require particles to be formed, right, ma'am? That's what a mechanical wave is, I suppose.
Obviously, which require particle, yes.
They
Because
can't
through the
travel now.
because through the particles only, the wave is propagating sound wave. So that's
Yes.
why.
Ma'am, sound wave is longitudinal and transversal or only longitudinal?
Both kind.
So an example of a transversal sound wave would be?
Transfer sound wave only in liquid
And solid.
and solid. नहीं
Okay.
ये solid. Gases में तो transverse wave होती नहीं है. Yes.
Okay.
So transverse wave only travel through only solid and liquid. And longitudinal wave through all the three mediums, solid, liquid or gas.
Okay.
So you can quote any example. But transverse wave only through solid and liquid. Okay. And why not in gases, these transverse wave?
Ma'am, because the particles need to move. The particles are very farther apart, whereas in a transversal wave, particles need to be closer together.
So why not transverse wave? What happens if they are very far apart from each other?
Then the sound travels very slowly.
Slowly, but sound can travel, no?
Um, then I don't know, ma'am.
See, a reason being why transverse wave are not in gases, because gases, no, there's no fixed shape of gases. And in transverse wave, there is a up and down movement. But if there is no fixed shape, so particles are not able to move up and down. That's
Yes.
why transverse wave are not possible in gases.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, Gagana, tell me, your doubts are clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all the things, properties and transverse wave, longitudinal waves, all these things.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, good. Okay, then we'll continue the chapter next class.
Bye,
Okay,
ma'am.
Ma'am,
everyone.
what is left in the chapter, ma'am?
Now we are infrasonic, ultrasonic, and echo and sonar.
Okay, ma'am. We don't have the chapter light in this guide, ma'am.
Light, no, we don't have this. Are you having light chapter?
I don't know, ma'am, if they will cover it this year or next year. Most likely next year only, I think.
In CBSE board, though it's in 10th grade. But if you are having, then we can go ahead with light chapter.
No, 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 ma'am. I don't think I have because it's like the 16th or 18th chapter. So it's like past 15. So I'm pretty sure I won't.
Okay. And what are the chapter that you are having that is different from this one that we are done till now?
Ma'am, most of them align only, ma'am.
Hmm.
Right now we have like what's wrong in physics, ma'am, because physics and
Hmm.
chemistry like combined in some type of things like thermal properties
Hmm.
as well as kinetic movement of particles. Like those chapters
Hmm.
are happening right now. So they're practically chemistry but taught in physics.
Okay. So in chemistry, you are having chemical reaction. All these things, so you must having, no?
Yeah,
Chemical reactions, type of chemical reactions,
types
all the
of
kind
chemical
of,
reactions, the
no?
different type of chemical
These things,
reactions.
so I
I
think in 8th grade, these things were there, huh? I remember,
Ma'am,
yes.
it's ma'am in IGCSE it's like very hard actually, pretty hard. So it's
Mhm.
like a little bit higher level than 10th, most likely intermediate.
Obviously, that's true.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So light you are not having, no?
Ma'am, not this year. Pretty sure it's
Not
next
this year. Next year too you must be, but this year you are not having light.
year. Yeah. It matters
Okay
on
then.
how which school divides their chapters in which way. If they want to focus more on hard chapters in the beginning of ninth grade, in ninth grade, and the easy chapters in 10th, that's the
Hmm.
school's choices, right?
Because here too you are only one, na, from Cambridge. Rest, I think everyone is from CBSE board,
Yeah, ma'am.
na?
Actually, like
So,
basically, IGCS is a 2 year course, so then the book is the same for both the years. So it matters on the
yes,
teacher
yes.
and like
School.
a school board who
Huh.
how they're gonna decide and put the chapters.
Okay. No issue then. After completing this chapter, then we will move on to chemistry part. Okay.
Oh,
There we will do all the chemical reaction, all these things.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay
Yes.
then everyone. Bye bye. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.